Hello everyone, my name is Noah. I am a poet from the city of Suleimani in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Today I'm going to be reading 3 poems in solidarity with all the people oppressed all over the world. And the first poem is in Kurdish, written by Rafiq Sabi. It's a traditional kind of Kurdish traditional elegy, and it's for the people in the city of Halabja who were killed by a chemical weapon. 5,000 people were killed. It was a genocide done by the Ba'ath regime in 1988. And the poem is called Lawki Halabja. بەتەنیا جێی مەهێڵن ئەم شەو زریان دەیچێنێت تەمومش دای دەپۆشێت مانگە شەو دەیڕفێنێت گەروی بە گزنگ تەڵکەن زامەکانی بە شیلان بە گۆرانی دایپۆشن یان بە سەوزی دارستان سەری بە شەپۆلان کەن با ئەم شەوە ڕایژێنێت باڵای لە هەور بگرن بروسکە و با دەیچێنێت بەتەنیا جێی مەهێڵن منداڵێکی لاسارە شار بەردباران دەکات مانگ دەکات بە کۆلارە سوارە چ شۆڕە سوارێ ئەسپی هەتا و زین دەکات بە گۆرانی و تیشک و ماچ سەرزەمین بەرین دەکات با کەژاوەی لە گوڵا بێت یان لە پەلکە زێڕینە زەماوەندی خوێن دەگرێت ئەم شەو پاشای ئەڤینە عاشقێکی لاسارە بروسکە و با دەچێنێت بەتەنیا جێی مەهێڵن مانگە شەو دەیڕفێنێت. And the next poem is by Warsanshire from Somal. It's called Home. No one wants to leave home unless home is the mouth of a shark. You only run for the border when you see the whole city running as well. Your neighbor running faster than you, breath bloody in their throats. The boy you went to school with, who kissed you dizzy behind the old tin factory, is holding a gun bigger than his body. You only leave home when home won't let you stay. No one leaves home unless home chases you. Fire under feet, hot blood in your belly. It's not something you ever thought of doing until the blade burned threads into your neck, and even then you carry the anthem under your breath, only to tear up your passport in an airport toilet, sobbing as each mouthful of paper made it clear that you wouldn't be going back. You have to understand that no one puts their children in a boat unless the water is safer than the land. No one burns their palms under the trains, beneath carriages. No one spends days and nights in the stomach of a truck feeding on newspaper unless the miles traveled means something more than journey. No one crawls under fences. No one wants to be beaten, pitied. No one chooses refugee camps or strip centers where your body is left aching, or prison, because prison is safer than a city of fire. And one prison guard in the night is better than a truckload of men who look like your father. No one could take it. No one could stomach it. No one's skin would be tough enough. The go-home blacks, refugees, dirty immigrants, asylum seekers, sucking our country dry, niggers with their hands out, they smell strange, savages, messed up their country and now they want to mess ours up. How do the words, the dirty looks, roll off your backs? Maybe because the blow is softer than a limb torn off, or the words are more tender than 14 men between your legs, or the insults are easier than to swallow than rubble, than bone, than your child's body in pieces. I want to go home, but home is the mouth of a shark. Home is the barrel of the gun, and no one would leave home unless home chased you to the shore. Unless home told you to quicken your legs, leave your clothes behind, crawl through the desert, wade through the oceans, drown, save, be hunger, beg, forget pride. Your survival is more important. No one leaves home until home is a sweaty voice in your ear saying, leave, run away from me now. I don't know what I've become, but I know that anywhere is safer than here. And my next poem is another Kurdish poem written by Bakhshan Azizi, a Kurdish poet from eastern Kurdistan under the Islamic Republic of Iran. Um, the content of the poem is against execution, and it goes like this. سيري بري سێدارەکەن نایانەوێت هەتاو هەڵبێت لە دارستانی ئاوێنە کۆتری ئاشتی ئۆفرە بگرێت خەونی مناڵانی دەریا دایکی ئاوارە دەنێژن کێ دەتوانێت لەم وڵاتە ڕێ لە باران و گوڵ بگرێت تفەنگی دەستی تۆ لانکە و لایلایی بۆ دەخوێنێ تا نیشتیمان لە باوەشتا هەتا کازیوە دێ بنوێ پەنجەکانت لە ڕووبارن لە خاکیشدا سرود دەڵێن تا خاکی سووری نیشتیمان لەم پاییزە گوڵ بگرێت کە گولەی دوژمنی دێرین بەرزی باڵات زامدار دەکات ئەڵەی دەریای ماسی سوور لە باوەشتا ئەوفرە دەگرێت تۆ شۆڕەبیت مەل دەزانێت شۆڕەبی بە پێوە دەمرێت. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Nawa. Nawa Amin is a poet, translator, and writer whose debut poetry collection, Stagnant Ray, was published in South Kurdistan by Balinde earlier this year. She earned her BA in English education from the University of Suleimani, also earlier this year. It's a pleasure to be here. Oh, there's a plane flying over me. And to participate again this year. I've been logging on throughout the reading so far, and it's always fun to log in and listen for a while and to really feel that unity all around the world. I'm going to read a poem now by a Kirmanshki poet from North Kurdistan. This is a poem from an anthology that Giar, Homer, and I translated and published last year. And the poem is by Ohir Sermiyan. It's called Simur. I am a word in a language that has long remained only in songs. I am a carved stone that has long remained beneath the mud and hills. I have remained foreign and callow. I have remained oblivious and uncomprehending. I have remained with neither wine nor cup. My hands and feet are tied tight. Alas, with my buds and flowers. I have remained beneath avalanches. My hopes don't easily blossom. My fields are deserted in the spring. They say you swore solemn oaths. They say you have done what is forbidden. They say that you have prostrated yourself on a sweaty chest. I am such a sinner that neither heaven nor hell will take me. I am an irredeemable wretch stuck in purgatory. I am a simurg with a cauterized wound, stuck on Mount Kaf. Oh, my heart, what did you bring upon me? Why did you muddy my clear water with your lips? Neither the princes of my country nor of others wanted me. They held me at a distance. Where should I go? What should I do? Oh, you generous God, tell me, how can I make you happy? Like a nightingale with neither feathers nor nest, I have remained on the plains with neither trees nor rocks. I am far from my land. Poor me, stuck in distant lands. Next, I'm going to read the poem you heard by Khoshman Kado, the incredible poet from Rojava who writes in both Kurmanji and in Arabic. This poem is called Streets, and it was translated by Zedan Khalef and I. Streets. On our street, the moon forgot its leg. No one trips over it. In the middle of the night, only the dogs tear into it. None is happy with their ration, their hungry eyes insatiable. And so their barking is extinguished by the crinkling of plastic bags. Dogs barking does not annoy me. Perhaps it is the only indisputable perception, especially when the power cuts out at this time of night. No one trusts the city streets any longer, and the streets trust no one either. The buildings, too, tip their gutters to pour their algae into mute life. The gutters are mysteries of thirst, and so the roofs drive the water into them. Outside every house, there is a diminutive dream that complains about the high walls that surround it. Only the windows smile at the sparrows, the only ones who can reach them. The neighborhood children lay the rubble they've made of the walls on the street like a rug. Children turn everything into games, and then forget to play them. The streets, too, break the children's hearts with their emptiness. Only dogs lie in their arms. Children and streets are both twins and enemies at the same time, neither sufficient for the other's dreams. Only abandonment changes minds and stokes the waves of forgetting. In children's minds, time, too, pampers itself like a bride, becomes a candy to be enjoyed on the feast day. I'm going to introduce Briar to finish this segment. Briar Bajalan is a multidisciplinary artist, or so I hear, and a longtime collaborator and co-translator. He's going to be reading several poems today, including a very special translation from his mother tongue. Thank you, Briar, for joining us and for taking us home today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shuk, for the beautiful poem. This poem is from my mother tongue. That's one of the endangered languages, and it's by Banan. It's from Kalhuri, Lucky. هرچند شکت و مینگی ملقد وشک و تینگی هرچند لناو هر دو چود کفتی شون پای خود alles که وقت خونیه وقت بسان چونیه بوتال جای کرو کرو مکرو ریا و نن و درو بچین تا دشت و چول و کو تنا و مرزان روژ و شو زمین دی جای ایمن نیه خدای ایمن نیه. And this is the English translation by Shukarai. I know you, tired and exhausted, your throat dry and thirsty. I know inside your eyes follows the steps of your sleep. Wake up, it's not time for sleep. It's not time for closing your eyes. Come, let's leave this place of hate, this place of pure hate, this place of cunning, hypocrisy, and shame. Let's go to the empty lands of the mountains, the borders between night and day. This land is not ours anymore, and this God is not ours.
is Sarah Nadi. I'm a writer and an electronic musician. Today I will be reading an original poem. The air is so dry, it has made a desert of me. Parched, hair wild with static, gold flaking off the rolling hills. Everything and everyone I love, one spark away from fire. I am a fever. I am a dried rose. I long for a moment of forgiveness. Please, a cool hand pressed to my forehead. They have woven their violence into our everyday, spilled our blood on the sacred and the ordinary. Yet still, the white storks drift southward in patient lines. Slow hovering starlings gorge on figs until they sway with sweetness. The sunbirds drink from the flowers, their throats flashing metallic blue and rust. The pomegranates, swollen with waiting, split along their seams, baring their jeweled teeth. Still, we pass small lanterns between our wounds, counting each loss and each blessing, beads clicking between trembling fingers. Still, the glittering sea lifts its breath and sighs our names against the ancient stone. We have our grief, an inheritance no one bothered to steal. And we have our sorrow, though it has worn thin by the many hands that barter with it. We share the colors of our dust-choked cities, their ochre shadows, their bruised dawns. We share the looks exchanged when a tear rips open the sky and the gut turns to stone, when the ground begins to shake and the only shelter becomes memory. I remember crossing from one land to another, hope drying on the tongue. I remember the curse. We return only when the hills turn to ash. And the promise, the land will open its arms. We are here in the heart of the world, and it is breaking. You, made of salt wind and brush, do not turn away. Terror is near, but nearer still is the beating pulse beneath the skin of your wrist. Let everything touch you. The startling beauty, the maddening horror, the thin space between them where we tend to our gardens. Give me your hand. We must face our burning home, its smoke older than the seasons, with tenderness still intact. We must believe in something holy and electric. Let the last of the despair ease. Let the small mercies bloom in your chest. The heart keeps its own weather. It will summon a soft, enduring rain.